The next concept is a smallness of cells, a greater efficiency. Cells generally remain small in size, and this is so for two main reasons. Without any reason, nature never do anything. The nature created the cells very small, minute, invisible to our eyes, only visible when we keep observe that under the microscope. Why nature created the cells are so small? That is, a reason is behind that. Two reasons are there. One by one, let us see. The first one is different regions of the cells can communicate with each other rapidly. Different regions of the cells can communicate with each other rapidly. Each and every cell has to communicate with one another. For each and every function, they have to communicate with one another. For that, and also it must be a fast process, rapid process. For that purpose, if it is big, it is very difficult to communicate rapidly. That's why the cells are very minute. Different regions of the cells can communicate with each other rapidly. And the second reason is to have a greater surface area. Greater surface area, I will explain. You consider this big block as a cell. If it is like this big, its surface area would be this and this. But when it is divided to small units, the surface area would be, this is fully its surface area, these are the surface area of this is its surface area, so this is its surface area, this is its surface area. Likewise, the surface area would increase when it is small. Why to increase the surface area? That is to enhance the diffusion. What is diffusion? To take the food materials are taken in and the oxygen is taken in. Unwanted waste materials are given out. All these life process are carried out by diffusion. For that diffusion process, if the surface area is wide, if the surface area is more, then it is possible. If the surface area is very small, then very small, then it is difficult to take these materials from outside and to send the materials take the materials inside and to send the materials outside. So to increase the surface area, the cells are very small. Then cell shape. So to have, what are the reasons behind the different regions of the cells can communicate with each other rapidly? To have a greater surface area for diffusion. The next one is cell shape. The cell shape is a disc-like. Different shapes are there. That is a disc-like, polygonal, rectangular, cuboidal, thread-like, irregular. Different shapes of cells are there. Disc-like cells are there. Polygonal cells are there. Rectangular cells are there. Cuboidal cells are there. Thread-like cells are there. And irregular shapes cells are also there. That's because they are performing certain function. Based on their function, the structure would be. Let us see some examples. RBC, circular biconcave in structure. That is the size that day itself we discussed. The small minute biconcave structure makes that to pass easily through the small capillaries. Then WB, because it carries oxygen, so it has to pass even to the extreme places. And the WBC, amoeboidal, it is amoeboid in shape. The amoeboid cells skews out through the capillaries. The amoeboid cells skews out through the capillaries. Nerve cells, long. To pass the impulses, it is a long, pass the impulses from one place to another place. Then muscle cells, long, contractile. The muscle cells are long and contractile because the muscle cells it makes the organism to move from one place to another place. So it is long and contractile. Guard cells of stomata, it is bean shaped. The guard cells of stomata are bean shaped. So different shapes of cells are there in the living organisms. So what and all we saw, the smallness of the cell, a greater efficiency. Shell shapes, different shapes are there, and these are the examples, different shaped cells examples. Then structure of the cell. Structure structure of the cell. Structure of the cell. The cell, this is the basic structure of the cell. The very important parts of the cell are, this is a cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm, and its organelles are the different structures of the cell. Cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm, and the internal organelles. These are the important parts of a cell. Let us study this in the next class.